Hey guys, little update since last time. As you can see, some tank has been set up. But before to enter more in detail about this tank, I would like with you to do a little experimentation or to show you a product, the way I use it, and maybe it's surprising, maybe it's not the proper way. Feel free to react and mention any idea or warning about what I'm on the point to show you. So, by the way, here this is a discus tank with some discus, as you know already. Why then F1 discus? They need a special water with a reverse osmosis system, meaning that you have a dead water without any mineral at all in it, and after that you can put back exactly the mineral that you'd like to get a specific conductivity and some specific parameter. One of the parameters that you are looking at all the time with this fish, I would say, this is the pH. Okay? And why with this fish? Already because they could be quite sensitive, but especially because they are in a water without any mineral, with a very low conductivity and a KH very low as well, meaning that for the stability of the pH you don't have so much chemie helping you. And what you can see, typically this is a pH under 4. I'm pretty sure that you are already surprised because it's very low. We used to say that your fish should be between 6 and 8. 8 it's typically direction of the African Great Lakes, Malawi and Tanganyika lakes. And under 7, this is acidic or acid, and at 4, this is quite acidose, I would say. And as you can see, it's everything going fine. Nevertheless, don't play with the pH. I'm just showing you at this time because in fact the pH dropped. Okay? It dropped under 4, as you can see. And I just right now talked about carbonate hardness or KH, and this is something that we will change quite dramatically or quickly, I would say, with some sodium hydrogen carbonate, and it has a different name. I will say something not correct, I guess, but this is NaHCO3, something like that, or yeah, you can correct me and have a look on the internet what is this product. In fact, this is more or less pure carbonate that you bring. Enfin, this is sodium carbonate, but the interesting part for us, this is a carbonate. So let's consider just a little spoon, and you can see the explanation. Maybe you don't see anything, sorry guys. And as they explain, just a little spoon, change your KH from 1 or 2 degrees. So you add it directly this way. It's not dangerous for the fish, little as big. And you will see, just keep in mind, we had a pH of 4. So out of this, let's switch to the tank. Yeah, I was looking at here the little lamp. So you see both tanks are set up. They are standing not in the proper direction if you want to hold some water, of course. But it's just that today I finished to clean, and you can see up, you can see the job done. It is not 100% perfect, but this is really going in the right direction. And you can see here, for example, this is a junction. You can see the 45 degrees angle between both sides panel, and here you can see the precision that I could keep between each panel. You see the focus is not good. Maybe here as well, you can see it. Yeah. So it was the idea of the previous video to show you the sarcophage or the aluminium profile holders to maintain exactly the position of each other. After that, you use some rubber band, and you put away the rubber band as soon as you can, in fact, to get this kind of line, nice line, as soon as you can. Of course, you have to do it quite quickly. Otherwise, you will get some silicone already drying, and when you put the rubber band away, you get a kind of film of silicone over the glass, and whatever, the silicone going out, especially here on the bottom, as you can see, is going out. When I squeeze between the panels, the silicone is going out. You let it dry, of course, you don't touch it, and after that you have to clean it. So this is something like 2 hours per tank. I had to do it finally, given the fact that one of the two tanks, I don't remember exactly which one, this one, I guess, don't remember, but one of the two tanks, I had to unbuild it. After that, last time you may have seen it in the back of the room, I decided to put away all the silicone. This is 5 hours, 6 hours of work to get back the panel of silicone clean, and after that to build it back. I guess this is this one that I've done it 2 times. Just 1, 2 times. Yep. As you can see, both tanks, it's a nice look that you can get here. They are already drilled 3 times to let 32mm tubing to go through. So it's 45mm holes. And this time I pick 3x32, whereas here you can see that I used to get 2x32, and in the middle the return is in 25mm. I pick 3x32 for the basic reason to test if for any needs I want the return to go through this one or this one, depending on any configuration of the sump. I do want to test, it will be possible because all of the tubing go through the same 45mm holes. What you can see here, this is the support of the aquarium. Before it was 50 centimeter, and right now this is 75. The nice thing with this alu profile is I just had to order this transversal, of course, because the tanks are larger, higher, but it doesn't matter. Larger, so I had to order some new alu profile here. Other than that, I were able to reuse everything, and even with some new ID to test, because I will get more space. And you see, this is a new alu profile. These are the side, okay, and these are up the middle. The middle, I don't want something flat, I don't need it, and in the contrary, I prefer to get some possibility to fix something on any direction, I would say. Okay, so that's all for the update of the tank, I would say. Let's return to the experimentation. You do remember, it was a pH under 4, we put 1 spoon of baking soda, and what do you get after a few minutes of blah blah? You get a pH coming, rising up, coming in the direction of 5, and it's not finished, it will rise up again. Keep in mind, the sensor of this pH monitor is in the biological moving bed, meaning that it is not directly in contact with the complete aquarium, where I put the baking soda. In fact, the return pump had to be there is a tea and some very few of the water is coming back to be mixed with the moving bed. So it's also a reason why, and you will get maybe a 5. Come on, guys. In 4 minutes, we will rise from 1. pH is logarithmic scale, so it doesn't mean 1 unit. In fact, it does mean a bit more, as you may know already. So we have pH 5 after a few minutes, and the fish are going well, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm pretty sure that fish would prefer to get a constant pH. Nevertheless, the wild discus, I'm pretty sure that they know also the fluctuation of the natural habitats, and the pH is not stable in the natural habitats. This is something that we don't consider maybe often, but people who are on the land, on the terrain, and making some analysis have it in mind that they are doing analyze very precise on a specific location with the GPS and so on, and the date, the period of the year, for example. Given many parameters like the raining season, it will change the parameter of the water, and the pH, of course, has consequences. So that's all for the day. Sorry for a very long video. Hope it's a bit interesting, at least to share with you some progress in a very hard work. At the end, I wished I would have bought the tank. It would have been way quicker, and maybe we would have already both of them installed at this moment of the year. I don't know, whatever. This is experimentation. This is learning by yourself or by failure or by success, as you want. But at least I know what it does mean to build that kind of specific tank. That's all for the day. Hope everything is going fine at your place, guys. Ciao!